Hey friends, hope you're well. Today we're going to be transforming this backyard into a full-blown cinema setup under the stars. And we're going to do this with the world's first truly mobile theater station, the brand new soundcore Nebula X1 Pro. I am really excited to share this setup with you. It's an all-in-one built-in projector with 4K triple laser visuals, speakers that pop out for true 7.1 Dolby Atmos surround sound, and a huge 200-inch inflatable screen. This is a cinema-grade projector you can use in your living room, backyard, and even out camping, and there's nothing like it. This setup absolutely blew me, friends, and family away, and this under the stars cinema night was a lot more fun than we expected. So everything you need for a proper home theater experience comes in these big boxes. Unboxing it, there's the main projector unit, the wireless surround speakers, a subwoofer, the remote and wireless microphones, and here we've got the 200-inch inflatable screen with its own pump and mounts. The screen inflates surprisingly quickly and completely transforms the backyard within minutes into a full-blown private cinema space. Just a heads up though, the screen isn't included in the standard bundle, but everything else is included from the projector to the sound system. The main projector unit here is super rugged and the design is genius. Open the lid and there's a sensor-lit compartment for the remote, microphones, and accessories. The built-in wheels and handle make it portable and easy to roll. And even the power situation is clever. There's a 2-meter retractable power cable, which saves you from bringing a chunky adapter to wherever you're going. This whole thing is built for the outdoors, so it's IP43 rated against dust and splashes, and the wheels work on concrete, grass, and even sand. The fact that a whole surround sound system is packaged into this is important because, as you know, sound is just as important as visuals when watching movies. And you might have noticed the branding. Nebula is now part of soundcore, so I'm keen to test out how soundcore's audio engineering sounds in this setup later in the video. Now, usually setting up an outdoor projector is time consuming, but this was actually pretty simple. So the 200-inch inflatable screen just needed to be mounted, staked to the ground, then inflated. It even has integrated speaker mounts, so you can hang the front surround speakers directly onto the frame for the best audio positioning. Then switch on the projector and press this button here, and it automatically keystones, focuses, and sizes the display through IEA 5.0, which stands for Intelligent Environment Adaptation, and this along with AI Spatial Adaptation, and it will intelligently scan your environment to find the best position, adjust zoom, and fit the screen perfectly. The built-in micro gimbal even tilts up to 25 degrees to compensate for any bumps or elevation in the ground without having to, awkwardly prop the screen or the projector. The whole calibration process took about 10 seconds, faster than it took to microwave some popcorn for the movie night. Okay, now it's all set up in the backyard and powered on. This is incredible. We need to talk about the visuals because this is where the X1 Pro literally shines. The Nebula X1 Pro outputs 3,500 ANSI lumens of brightness, and this is important when you have an outdoor projector. It has to be bright enough to enjoy outside, and it looks absolutely incredible at dusk or especially at night. Colors just absolutely pop off the inflatable screen, especially against the backdrop of the night. They've really improved from their previous projectors. Color reproduction is still top notch, 110% Rec 2020 color gamut with great color accuracy, so the movies and content were all vibrant, natural, and true to life without the oversaturation you sometimes see in entry-level projectors. The 4K Dolby Vision picture quality is also razor sharp, thanks to its 14-element all-glass lens. It produces cinema-grade visuals that look great from different viewing angles and distances. Then pair this with the high native contrast ratio of 5000:1, and dark scenes in films like Dune or Batman don't just turn into these flat blacks. You can actually see the detail and shadows while still preserving bright highlights. The effective contrast even reaches 56,000:1 with software-based enhancements called Nebula Master by analyzing what's on screen and adjusting the local dimming and HDR tone mapping scene by scene. Everyone was absolutely blown away by this projector, and the fact that we had this level of picture quality under the stars was a lot of fun. Now, how about the sound? It's actually one of the highlights of this projector, and it's truly cinematic, especially for an outdoor setting. As you know, the wireless sound modules unfold out of the main unit, place them around you, and you're immersed in a full-on 14-driver speaker system that creates the 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos surround sound system. With so many wireless speakers outside, I was kind of worried about audio latency issues like lip syncing, but it works perfectly and I didn't run into any latency issues. And we were also impressed with the audio quality out in the open. The FlexWave adaptive sound engine uses the built-in 4-mic array to scan your space, even outdoors, and calibrates the sound automatically. What makes it stand out is the smart sweet spot feature. It intelligently adjusts the audio balance so that everyone in your seating area gets the same immersive experience, no matter where they're sitting. Traditional speakers usually have this narrow sweet spot where only the person sitting directly in front got the perfect sound. Anyone off to the side missed out on the full surround effect. But with smart sweet spot, you don't have to fight for the middle seats. It dynamically adapts so the entire audience gets that cinematic balance. Crystal clear dialogue, immersive sound effects, and deep bass that goes down to 38 Hz, powerful enough to literally shake the ground outdoors. I personally had to turn it down and be a considerate neighbor because, yeah, you can imagine how loud this gets, especially outdoors. But yeah, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, this sound system would be just insane. Explosions rumble through you, and even smaller subtle raindrops just sound like they're falling around and above to the point where it felt like it was raining in the backyard at one point. It's just incredibly immersive. One thing I was really curious about is how the X1 Pro handles gaming, because usually projectors aren't the first choice for responsive gameplay, but the X1 Pro actually supports 4K at 60 Hz with a now under 19 millisecond latency in game mode. This means for casual gaming, it's way smoother than you expect. So we hooked it up to the new Nintendo Switch 2, and wow, playing Mario Kart World on this 200-inch screen outdoors feels larger than life. The input lag is low enough that it feels responsive even for Mario Kart World, and the massive scale just makes it ridiculously fun under the open sky. I still wouldn't play competitive shooters on this, but for parties, split screen nights, or casual outdoor sessions, gaming on a screen this big is honestly just next level. And to add to the party hosting fun, the kit comes with karaoke features with the included wireless microphones. They work quite well with the low 50 millisecond latency and also have a 40-hour battery life, so I didn't need to worry about charging. For karaoke, there's even an AI vocal removal feature, so you can play a song, press a button, and the vocals are removed so you can sing over it just like that. So the X1 Pro is incredible outdoors. It's actually also built for everyday indoor use. So moving it back inside, switching into Google TV, you've got access to all your apps from the YouTube to Disney Plus and Prime Video built into the projector itself. Thanks to Dolby Vision and the high brightness levels, content still looks great indoors, even with some sunlight coming in. And the included remote and controls are super flexible. You can use a backlit remote and watch your favorite content from the comfort of your couch. So if you really wanted to use this as your main entertainment unit indoors, you actually could, so it's quite versatile. Another big plus indoors is how quiet this projector runs. Thanks to the liquid cooling system, fan noise drops down to just 26 decibels, which is basically whisper quiet. During quiet dialogue scenes, you don't hear the projector at all, just the movie. So overall, the X1 Pro is premium and functional indoors in a living room as it is outdoors for events. So the Nebula X1 Pro isn't just another projector, it's a full-on mobile theater station, and you might be wondering what something like this would cost. The retail price is $4,999, which isn't exactly cheap, but this isn't a budget projector, and if you're interested in checking it out yourself, there's actually an early bird launch deal at $2,699 that I'll link to in the description box. So for a full-blown cinema setup, you can bring anywhere. I think that's pretty solid value. So let me know down in the comments if you had this 200-inch outdoor setup, what's the first movie that you would watch? If you made it to the very end of this video, drop the code word comment Night Sky, and I'll give it a like for watching to the very end. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.